Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are covering my top 5 things I wish I knew before streaming. At tip number 1, I wish I knew how to network and how to make these new relationships with other people on different platforms. Mainly Discord is where I'm at. I usually use Discord to connect with a lot of other streamers, and it helps me out a ton in terms of getting the viewership a lot of people wish for, and just in general the amount of exposure you can get through a community through talking to a lot of different people in these communities. And I'd really recommend finding a place where you can communicate with a lot of different people at another level, make a lot of friends and relationships, and just be in general a lot more connected to the people you talk to in these communities. Tip number 2 that I wish before I started streaming, I wish I researched a lot more before I started streaming. Now, I have researched streaming for about 3 to 4 years now. I have listened to a lot of different people, learning a lot about streaming and everything. So what I would recommend you doing before even considering streaming is to really dig deep and find a lot of research on how to do it the correct way, because I see a lot of streamers just jumping right in both feet first, and that's really not working out much for the majority of the people. So goal number 3, I would say that you would have to really figure out your goal. I know it's hard to begin with, but it's really necessary for your growth to figure out why you want to stream. And number 4 is you are more important than the game. Now, what I mean by this is that people care more about you as a person than they care about the game. So you really got to focus on being present and be interactive with your audience and everything. That said, like, of course, if you are a competitive player, you really focus more on the game, that's fine. But if you want to grow a community that's based off being interactive and everything, and want to be closer with them, you gotta be very personal with them. And that's my biggest tip here, be very personal. Now, tip number 5, and that's very close to home for me. I usually thought about my surroundings a ton when I started streaming. What I mean by this is I think a lot about what's around me, like my girlfriend. When I was with my parents, I thought about what they were thinking whenever I was streaming and everything. And don't do that. You have to practice this small thing of forgetting everything around you. If you have a phone call while making a video, as I just did, you gotta forget about it and just continue rolling, because if you think about it too much and you get distracted. Now, distractions is something we have a lot in this sensory, and we gotta stop being distracted whenever we want to do something. So don't be distracted by phones, by anything. So if it helps you to turn off the network on your phone or anything like that when you make a video, I really recommend doing that, because it's really gonna improve the quality of the video you're making. And that's my top 5 quick things I wish I knew before streaming. If this video by any means helped you out, or you even reached the end, don't hesitate to subscribe and like the video. Even comment what was your biggest thing whenever you started streaming. What made you consider it, and why are you improving? Let me know below in the comments. See you in the next video. Bye.